Are we on? Okay, hi, this is Dave. It's Tuesday, September 22nd, here at our final campsite, the Millennium Camp. We just had a really nice breakfast, and 1 week ago, we arrived at the Lemosho Glades Trailhead with the goal of getting to Uhuru Peak, climbing the tallest mountain on the continent of Africa. And yesterday, about 7:38 in the morning, we did it, eh? We did it! Hey! And the whole group's feeling tired, but really great about that. Very happy at a sense that we accomplished something extremely difficult, and it really was. It was really hard. We left at 11 o'clock at night, Monday night, trailed in the dark, in the cold, on all manner of uneven, rocky terrain, and got up there to see a beautiful sunset at about 7:30 or so in the morning. And I have with us our lead guides, and Phil Stella, and I may ask Phil to say something in a minute, but I want you to meet the guys that played a really significant role in our quest to get to the top. Nasiri.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Alfieri. Alfieri. Everest, and our chief guide, Chunga, back here.
Woo! Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Respect. Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah. Wait, 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 wait,
Now our guides may be a lot of things, but they are not camera shy. And there's a real backstory to what happened yesterday that we just have to tell you. 6 of our guys got up there pretty much on the normal schedule. Tim Patton, Bill Dirksen, Mike Massini, Mike Sorosi,
and your cameraman,
John Walsh, and Mark Fallahy. And then Phil and I had a little different experience. We really struggled. And I'll tell you my story first. When I got up a little past 15,000 feet, I really had a very difficult time with the lack of oxygen and the thinness of the air. And was just really struggling every step. And I know that Nasiri and Chunga got together and talked about me, and all of a sudden Nasiri came and said, "We're taking your backpack." I said, "No, you're not. I'll take my backpack." Well, I lost that argument.
Yeah.
And they took my pack, and that helped. But and Chunga came and asked me some questions. How do you feel? Are you dizzy, nauseous? And so I didn't really have the altitude sickness systems, but I just could not take a deep breath. And he said, "Okay, we're going to make this, but we're just going to have to go very, very, very slow." So I fell back behind the main group, and I did make it, and I feel really glad about that. But for most of the way, Zechariah carried my pack, and Chunga stayed with us, and they were just so supportive and so encouraging. They let me know we were going to make it, and for Nasiri to notice that I was not doing well, and to take my backpack. I getting a little verklempt, but I would not have made it without you guys. I love you guys, and I will never forget.
What I want to say is when people come on our hands, Asante Joes, right? On the mountain, what we remind them to do is pole pole and CP. I think it works.
Yeah. That formula
It
works.
Maximum. Respect. Most welcome, guys.
Phil, do you have anything you want to add?
Absolutely. It was sort of a interesting occurrence. As a number of things came about to cause a near disaster, actually. If it weren't for my good friend Alfieri here, who really helped a lot. My battery for the light that we were hiking in the middle of the night for about 6 hours before sunrise, and it was very cold. We were all appropriately dressed though, and just by a series of events, I was at the very end of it, and my battery life died rather abruptly, and I didn't have any light. And as a result, we got separated a little bit from the rest of the pack, and I couldn't see where I was going in the middle of the night. Fortunately, he could see, and so we yelled to the rest of the group that had gone up ahead, and O'Feary didn't have a light either on or a radio, and so we were sitting there. I said, I can't go any farther because I can't have any depth perception, I had none at all. And so we were trying to figure out what to do, and he said, give me your pack. I'm going to hang on, I'm going to put this pack on. And then he says, I want you to just grab the back of my pack and just go right behind me. He could see somehow, I couldn't. And that's the way we went all the way into the morning. And I would be just right on his back. And if it weren't for that, I'm not sure I would have made it, frankly. He is a fantastic guy. He called me father, son. He took care of me just like that. He's a wonderful guy. That's a dedication of these guys.
But
It's absolutely amazing.
we need him mostly. Don't take him to America.
I might just do that.
We're very grateful. Okay, good
Thank
morning.
you, Asante George. Asante!
Tim's got something to say.
Hey, we got one more here.
So I then get to the top of the summit. Everything's been great.
Oh, yeah.
Carried my pack part of the way for me. And I just wanted to lay down and rest. They said, no, don't rest here, it's too high. And I kept laying down, I wanted to rest. They said, don't rest. Finally, they said, you know what? They talked between themselves and the docs and said, we think he's coming down with acute mountain sickness. And at that point, two big husky guys carried me down about 1,000 feet with my feet dragging down the mountain to get me to a safer level.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic dedication.
Anybody else?
I just think all week long they just were really cared for us. They weren't just guiding us, but actually caring for us. You could see anytime there was a dangerous situation before we got to it, they had one of the guys at that spot to make sure that we didn't get into trouble. And I was really impressed how carefully they took care of our group so that we would do it safely.
Yeah, amen.
Asante Tour's professional and respectful.
Yes.
All right, good morning, America.
And good
Good.